Let things be exactly as they are. You can't change me, and you can't change God. Let things be exactly as they are. You and me will live in peace. Well, I don't know what anything is for unless I listen to that still small voice telling me this simple truth, that everything is for my good. So let things be exactly as they are. You can't change me, and you can't change God. No, you can't change God. Ha! Let things be exactly as they are. You and me will live in peace. I'm not this body that you see, although today my body feels fit, fat, fit and fabulous. That's what I was trying to say. Woo! I am as God. I've lost 30 pounds, y'all. Wow. Created me. We are all one family, and it's possible to live in peace. So let things be exactly as they are. Oh, you can't change me, and you can't change God. No, you can't change God. Let things be exactly as they are, and you and me will live in peace. Kumbaya. Oh, I'm so glad you've all joined us. Thanks, Ewan. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, Connie. Thanks, Shauna, for being here. Oh, it's so lovely. What a great day it's been. And, yeah, well, you know, when I'm always singing, I'm not this body, I am, you know, I'm not this body, I'm free, I'm as God created me. It always reminds me to appreciate my body, right? It always reminds me of that. This whole experience, and like I was sharing in this morning when we were talking about Abigail's homily, which was absolutely beautiful. You know, Reverend Abigail mentioned something about the ego, and the way she was talking about it was she wasn't demonizing the ego or anything like that. So I've just come to this place where all of it, like I said earlier, is one package, one multi-dimensional experience that I'm having, that you're having, that we're all having, you know. And I appreciate all of it. I appreciate my body, I appreciate my thoughts, my emotions, of course, spirit, and the truth of my being. You know, and we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to be here. If, you know, I mean, so we are here at like a pivotal time, I think, in the history of the world, the way, you know, nature is shifting, climate change, and of course, all the upheaval and the, you know, things that are going on in our country and across the world. It's pivotal for us to be here because we are the light of the world, and we are healing ourselves, therefore healing others, because when we liberate ourselves from our fears, our very presence will automatically liberate others. So, yeah, just so much about life has I guess, become so sacred, so precious, so lovely, and I'm so grateful to experience it. Now this is a big change for me from a year ago when I was just kind of feeling like I was barely holding on, but of course, that's how God is, and that's what the Sangha does. We lift each other up, we hold each other, we love each other, and every time we come into the sanctuary, we know we're home. So, um, you know, thank you, one and all, for your contribution to my healing. I love you and I appreciate you. So, I think before we go any further, I would like to pray. I'm particularly taken um, with thoughts of awakening these days, and am participating as with my whole heart in our morning practice of contemplating thoughts of awakening. And last year I participated also, but I wasn't contemplating and writing every day. And this year I've committed to doing that, and it's making a real big difference in my life. So I'm going to share one of my contemplations, but also for today's prayer, I'm going to share with you today's thoughts of awakening, because it is a specific prayer that we're contemplating today. So let's ring in, as I like to do with my bell. You can ring my bell, ring my bell, la la, ding-a-ling-a-ling. So here we go. Let's do it. Right here, right now, in this sacred space we call Awakening Together Sanctuary, and later if you're watching on YouTube, we are all together co-creating this circle of unconditional love, where everything that we like and everything that we do not like is included. And so today, we bring it all here. The joys of life. Let's not forget those. And they coincide with the struggles of life, with drastic changes that are occurring in humanity at this time. And we know we are here as lights in this world. And the best thing that we can do to be helpful is to heal ourselves, to know that we are spirit in this divine expression that the Course calls our learning device. And so I honor all of our experience. I honor everything that occurs, and trust and know that as I tune into Spirit, Spirit will lead me in what to say, what to do, what step to take, what is mine to do. So as I affirm that all life is one and everything in life is holy, I'd like to share with you this prayer from Thoughts of Awakening for today. Thoughts of Awakening, quote 11. Let me be truly helpful. I do not know how. Let this be your prayer today. It is an invitation for me, capital M, to lead. It is a statement of your willingness to be healed. It is a reminder that we are one. Surrender to this prayer in peace. All life is one, and everything in life is holy. All life is one, and everything in life is holy. All life is one, and everything in life is holy. All life is one. Blessed be. And so it is. Wow. Thanks, everybody. Oh, I want to say hi to Arizona. Hi, Arizona. And Ewan is here. Hi, Ewan. I'm so glad you're here. Wow. What an incredible day. What an amazing time to be alive. I want to sing this song. It's an old gospel song. Marisol was sharing some really beautiful renditions of old gospel songs this morning, right before the homily, actually. And then, of course, Reverend Abigail shared that beautiful music from her composer friend. Could you tell me his name again, Shauna? It's Bobby
Bridger.
Bobby Bridger.
I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat. I really enjoyed his music, and I'm gonna look in some more with him. When I was a teenager, I joined my first band. I was 17, and I was living in a commune called the Jesus Manor. And we had a band called the Amplified New Testament. And that was where I learned to sing and play guitar and learn how to write songs. And we always used to sing this song together in harmony. It's an old gospel tune. And I thought I'd share it with you, and I think you'll know it. When peace like a river attendeth my way, or when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. And love is the way that I walk in gratitude. And now the clouds are rolled back like a scroll. the trumpets have sounded, and my heart leads the way. It is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Hi, Tatiana. I'm so glad to see you. That is one of my favorite all-time songs. No matter my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well. It is well with my soul. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, that preaches. That preaches. That just preaches to me. Well, so, I'm about to release some new music. I actually won't be here next week on the 18th. I'll be speaking at Unity of Norwalk in Connecticut. And then the next week when I return on the 25th will be my big release party with you guys for my new song. And it's called Did You Know? And I'm going to have Shauna play the little teaser here in just a second, because I want you to get a little glimpse of the video. And then I'm going to sing the song in full. But maybe what I haven't shared exactly is that this is a tribute song to my sweet husband, Reverend Glen. And it's a happy, happy song. You know, through it all, it is well with my soul. I've learned and remembered the joy of life. It's amazing. It's amazing, really. When I thought everything was so dark, I've remembered what joy there is in just waking up, seeing the sunrise, and coming to the sanctuary and praying with you guys, and holding my cats, being with my cats, and meeting people here in the community that I live in. Life is amazing. So, what I've truly learned is love is all encompassing. So, yeah, so Shauna, just play the little teaser if you don't mind.
And everything you fear is now all dissolving.
Fear dissolves, light returns. That's our prayer for 2026. Well, did you know that love is your true identity? And did you know that love is all in encompassing. And everything you fear is now all dissolving. Love is not in conflict, love simply is. Love is inclusive, it surrounds and transcends. Ooh, love is all there is. Love is inclusive, love is all encompassing. And did you know that love has no opposite? And did you know that no one is left outside of it? No one in exile, all of us are a part of it. Love is not in conflict, love simply is. Love is inclusive, it surrounds and transcends. Ooh, love is all there is. Love is inclusive, love is all encompassing. Love is not in conflict, love simply is. Love is inclusive, it surrounds and transcends. Ooh, love is all there is. Love is inclusive, love is all encompassing. Love is all encompassing. Love is all encompassing. Love is all encompassing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm excited about this year and the music that I'll be releasing and recording, and yeah. I'm really grateful to this program for, thank you, Sherry, for letting me experiment and share, these songs as they've come to me and they've grown over the year and everything. It's been really wonderful to share this with you, and thank you. Thank you very much. Today I want to share from one of Glen's booklets on A Course in Miracles. I love these, and this is another wonderful project that's happening this year. Is I'm compiling Glen's notes and commentary on the text of A Course in Miracles, and working on a book. I actually now have a literary agent that is interested in helping me develop this book. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, Sherry, thank you. What a sweet thing to say. Thank you very, very much. And I will sing one more thing before we go into the booklet, because this is another song of mine that felt so appropriate today. I forgot. I think it's when Abigail was speaking that this song came to mind. Sometimes, well, actually, this song came to me in the 80s, which is really amazing. The first time I ever picked up A Course in Miracles was like, I want to say 1986 or so. I was living in New York. A lot of people that I knew were dying of AIDS. I was HIV positive. I didn't know it yet. And I began to go to hear Marianne Williamson speak at Town Hall in New York City. And she used to do it, I think it was every Wednesday night. It was quite an amazing time. Also, Louise Hay was in New York at that time and really working with people with AIDS, and it was something. It was the first time I ever heard what has now become my lifelong mantra, which have turned into a song, of course, too, which I sing. I love myself. I love myself. I forgive myself. My life feels good. I can have what I want. So I choose joy and I choose peace. And this list of affirmations that she would share with us. And so at that time, I was in New York as a struggling artist, as they say, writing songs and looking for a record contract and things like that. And so one day when I was writing songs, this song popped into my head, and I never recorded it until, I don't know, just a few years ago. So this was a message from Spirit that came to me in the 80s, which is still alive with me today, and it's called Free Your Mind. You think that I don't speak too clearly. You must acquire the patience to have ears to hear me speak your name. It's just the same as listening to the music on the radio. The frequency you tune to is high or low. It depends on you and the things you do, the way you spend your time and occupy your mind. Questions that you'd like to ask, but you're missing all the love that comes across your path. So take it slow. Let the wisdom flow. Feel the healing, gentle cleansing. Oh, take the time to free your mind. Thank you, my friends. Wow, I didn't even know what that meant, what that song meant when it first came to me. And after all these years, I finally know. Feel the healing, the gentle cleansing. Like, we even have gentle healing as a class here, you know. It's incredible how spirit works. Oh yes, thank you, Shauna. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, with the joy of freeing our minds, I want to share with you one of Glen's booklets. So, every Wednesday night we have been getting together with a group of folks. We started this, Glen started this in 2008, before we both went to seminary. And we've been doing Wednesday night meetings ever since 2008. We still do them. And every week, Glen would create a booklet around a chapter of text in A Course in Miracles. And he always had a picture. He would go to Spirit and ask for an image that illustrated to him what he was going to talk about. And so today we have this beautiful picture of Jesus in this amazing coat. Look at this, which I think is just so beautiful. All the gorgeousness of that coat of many colors. And we're going to be looking at today A Course in Miracles, Chapter 1, the meaning of miracles. It's Section 5, Wholeness and Spirit. And I'm going to go through the underlined sections here, but the sections in red are Glen's commentary that I'm going to be publishing. His second image is this really funny thing. Pioneer PDA 5003 plasma TV video card. Okay. Okay, Glen. Tell us what this is all about. Okay, so here's his explanation. We open the Course in Miracles because we want or may need a miracle in our lives. We know we have a talent for destruction when left to the ego devices. We can see that playing out in the world. We have a talent for creation as well. We are learning to build the habits of creation and peace which support happiness. We are learning to trust our inner voice that brought us here. Just that one sentence there, my understanding of all of this, is that we wanted to be here. We wanted to incarnate and be here on this planet at this time. So we're here. And that inner voice that wanted to be here brought us here. We can invest in whatever we want. We can do whatever we want here on Schoolhouse Earth. We can plug ourselves into creative systems just as easily as we can use our talents and habits against us. We can. Being willing to try something new and different can be frightening, but the results of participating with truth is always peace. What's the purpose of getting it right or getting it wrong? To learn the feeling, the subtle way the universe responds to your awakening to who you are and your necessary place here. There is a plug that is just for you. Until you find it, you'll be giving your energies and information to systems that do not fully support your peace in the world. So, yeah. All right. Oh, Regis is here. Hi, Regis. Howdy, howdy. Well, Regis heard us talk about this on Wednesday night. And so now I'm going to share it with you guys. So the chapter 1, section 5 starts out like this. This is what Glen underlined. The miracle is much like the body in that both are learning aids for facilitating a state in which they become unnecessary. You can choose between loveless and miraculous channels of expression. You can wait, delay, paralyze yourself, or reduce your creativity almost to nothing, but you cannot abolish it. You can destroy your medium of communication, but not your potential. You did not create yourself. Creative energy. This is my commentary. Creative energy. Yes, that's what we are. Spirit flows through us. That which created the universe is flowing through this learning device right here. It created this learning device. It's amazing. It's amazing. We are conduits for the creativity of God. And I love that. We can use that in any way we want. Like it said, we can use it for destructive purposes or for purposes of bringing peace and joy into the world, for purposes of healing. And so I know that's the purpose that we all choose here. And the first thing that Glen commented was this: our bodies help us learn what is true, but we have to pay attention to them and the world around us. We are channeling change either to creativity or paralysis. Question: are you paying attention? Well, we're always paying attention to something, right? Where do we place our attention? And I think something that I've been paying attention to is the creativity that I know flows through me and flows through you, and which is one reason why I started the open mic night, so we can share with each other those creative energies. And I'm so happy that so many people have responded, because well, Ewan is going to share with us. Ewan's here in the room right now, and she's going to share with us later in the year. I think in April, on Easter Sunday, actually. So we're looking forward to that. But all of us are creative, and we have our creative energy right here at our ready. So yeah, what are we going to do with that? What are we going to do with that? And what are we going to pay attention to? Oh, and feel free as I move along and ask these questions if anything pops up for you, if you would, or if you'd like to answer the question, please just unmute and do so. The next section in the course says the basic decision of the miracle-minded is not to wait on time any longer than is necessary. Time can waste as well as be wasted. So Glen says, learning to feel the present, past, and future in real time is necessary. Well, and for me, my comment would be, in real time is the only time that is, right here in the present. So whether we're thinking about the present, past, or future, I mean, it's all happening right now. Glen goes on to say, time spent in the present, well, he just said what I'm saying, is the only place where we can affect change in our lives. All resources become available in the present moment. And his question here is, where do you spend your time? Where do you spend your time? Well, that's something I've been looking at a lot. With all the practices we do here, I've been able to notice when I'm spending time with all this mind chatter, and I'm able to shift now. It was really interesting in contemplating yesterday when before I was writing about Thoughts of Awakening, but in the contemplation process, I was able to see my mind get distracted by a thought. I don't even know what it was, something casual, like, what are the cats doing or whatever. But it took me off into this story of how many cats I've had in my life, how many, it just took me off into the past, and much of my life, I wouldn't have even noticed that was what I now call mind chatter. It was a pleasant thought. I love my cats, but it was taking me away from being right here, right now, in the contemplation. And I just thought that was really interesting, that the more I practice realizing what is mind chatter, what is just thinking, the more I notice that, the easier it is to shift back into the presence of Spirit. It's just becoming easier and easier. Where do you spend your time? Not as much in the past as I used to. I'll have to say it that way. Which, yay. Which is good. Yay. Yeah, that's been a big change for me. So the next piece in the course that Glen underlined was, "Except ye become as little children," means that unless you fully recognize your complete dependence on God, you cannot know the real power of the Son in his true relationship with the Father. The specialness of God's sons does not stem from exclusion, but from inclusion. All my brothers are special. If they believe they are deprived of anything, their perception becomes distorted. I can see that in the world. When we get into this thinking of, I don't have, I need more, I need this, I want, I need. It becomes distorted. That's what happens to me. And Glen says, we know enough to be dangerous. We want to know enough to be helpful. Knowing what we don't know is also a skill, and a mindset that must be developed. So that's what I've been developing, knowing what I don't know. Now knowing that this is mind chatter, and that I can discard it. I don't have to demonize it or anything like that at all. I can be thankful for it even. Oh, look, there's mind chatter. Thank you for showing me how distracted I am. Let me just get back to the oneness. I can do that very easily. Column A or column B, right? Right, Connie? Oh, gosh. Glen says, we don't need to know everything, just what is ours to do. When we don't participate, we affect our expression of the wholeness. And for me, that sentence points up how important each and every one of us are. And our mission here on earth can only be done by us. Connie's got somebody on the couch now. Yay! Hi! Oh, goodness. We are all unique. We need every one of you. Each one of you. Mwah. Oh, goodness. When we don't participate, Glen says, we affect our expression of the wholeness. And his question here is, what do you know? And what do you not know? What do you know and don't know? Is there a truth that you know unshakably that can bring you back to the center, bring you back to the grounding every time? Well, yeah. I wonder if anybody would like to share that, if there is something that they know so deep within them that you can reach for it every time. And it puts you back on track. For me right now, that's the knowledge that love is all-encompassing. All-encompassing. Everything. That's why I can surrender. Because love is there, no matter if it doesn't look like it's there. No matter what the disaster is that I think it is a disaster. I mean, there's some rough stuff going on. There's some really rough stuff going on. How do I be helpful? How do I be helpful? Because I want to be truly helpful. And so, one of those ways to be helpful, I feel, is to be grounded in truth and in the knowledge that we are one. You and I are one. That's a real thing. We are one. Whatever we do and say, and all of it affects each other. The vibration that we cultivate, it affects all of us. And that's powerful. And we can use that for good. I have a drag queen friend named Candy Samples. She's so wonderful. Her phrase is, use your powers for good. And she's such a wonderful, wonderful person. She raises funds for different organizations, AIDS organizations and things. But I've always loved that. Use your powers for good. Okay, moving on in the text, we have this underlined. God is not mocked is not a warning, but a reassurance. God would be mocked if any of his creations lacked holiness. The creation is whole, and the mark of wholeness is holiness. And Glen says, feeling inadequate for what we want to do with our lives is universal. How many times and I do this too, do we come into the sanctuary to share and we're like, I don't know, I don't know what's going to happen, you know? I'm not sure if I'm ready to share, but we come in anyway. We come in, you know? We come in and say what's ours to say. And Spirit does that. Feeling inadequate for what we want to do with our lives is universal. We sometimes feel silly about what we want to do with our lives. That's been me. This is holy. This life is holy, worthy, interesting, needed. It's necessary. Your life is necessary for the wholeness. God isn't laughing at us. I'm laughing with joy. But God is not laughing at us. God is loving us. Glen's question here is, who or what is God? I love to revisit that question every now and then with folks. And who or what is God? Boy, that's settling in right now as relationship. Relationship to you, relationship to wholeness, relationship to, you know, everyone that I meet on a day-to-day basis. Glen used to say that too. God is in relationship. It's right here in our midst. That which is God is right here. Well, Jesus even said that. Jesus said that, you know, wherever there are two or more gathered in my name. So here we are with God, because you're God and I'm God, and we're sitting right here sharing the oneness. The Course goes on to say, whatever is true is eternal and cannot change or be changed, but the mind can elect what it chooses to serve. The only limit put on its choice is that it cannot serve two masters. To change your mind means to place it at the disposal of true authority, capital A. And Glen says, there are things we can rely on whether we believe them or not. And that's important. I'm going to read that again. There are things we can rely on whether we believe them or not. Truth is true whether we believe it's true or not. We're going to serve what is true or what is frightening. The opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite. Everything about us can be used for our happiness and the wholeness of the world. The tyrant of not enough doesn't know anything. And the question here is, who or what does your creative potential serve? That's why our creativity is so important. You know, so when I was using my creativity to the service of, you know, I got to be in show business, I got to get famous, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to push, you know, boy, how'd that turn out? A lot of anxiety. But when I returned to just purely expressing whatever creativity came through me, including these paintings and everything in my house, and, you know, Glen's writings, whatever your creativity that you share. Wow. Yeah. Then I realized I was using, and I wanted to use, my creative potential to serve the whole. The Course goes on to say, the abundance of Christ is the natural result of choosing to follow him. The illusion that shallow roots can be deepened and thus made to hold is one of the distortions on which the reverse of the golden rule rests. As these false underpinnings are given up, the equilibrium is temporarily experienced as unstable. However, nothing is less stable than an upside-down orientation. Nor can anything that holds it upside down be conducive to increased stability. So Glen's comments here are, miracles are the proof that you are led by truth. Truth is the deep embedded reality of this world, even though it doesn't look like it right now. Illusions just cling to the thin surface of this place. Depth supports height and our growth into the light. It can take some time for deep roots to grow. Question: how deep is your foundation of truth? How deep is your foundation of truth? How deep is your foundation for truth? It's my rock. Yes. Rock, my sword, my shield. It's the wheel in the middle of the wheel. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. All these gospel songs keep coming back to me. He's my rock, my sword. Do you know that one, Regis? I don't know if you know that. I just thought you might. My rock. Yes. Okay. You who want peace can find it only by complete forgiveness. No learning is acquired by anyone unless he wants to learn it and believes in some way that he needs it. Until the separation, which is the meaning of the fall, nothing was lacking. there were no needs at all. Needs arise only when you deprive yourself. So Glen says, forgiveness works and supports our peace. Lots of ways and methods lead to forgiveness. The world believes you lose something when you forgive. Gaining means adding to in the world. It's just the opposite. We've weighted ourselves down with guilt and shame. Letting go of what we don't need brings peace. And the question is, do you want peace? I thought I did, but I was holding on to all of these thoughts, all this chatter. And then finally, I'm letting it go. And the peace is there. It's just right there. Just right there. Oh, since we're almost at the top of the hour, I'm going to go on down for the final comment that Glen has. So the last thing the Course says that he underlined was, you cannot behave effectively while you function on different levels. However, while you do, correction must be introduced vertically from the bottom up. So Glen leaves us with this. The belief that there is God, then there's us, is the root problem. He's speaking about the separation. But we think there is something more than God, and we don't want to be with God because we'll never get what we want. So we must separate, right? Joining with others can prove this is wrong. Building a foundation with others, like we do right here, will show us our true needs. We are relationships. And our foundations, our deepest roots are there in our relationships. Question: who are you in a relationship with? Truth. The rock. Oh, okay. Thank you, Shauna. So, yay. So I guess I have time for my final song then. Oh, great. Wow. So the idea, I'm really glad you put that in the chat, Shauna. My rock. The truth is my rock. The truth is my rock. It's where I come to know my wholeness, no matter what happens. And so this next song I'm going to play is my interpretation of the Rumi poem that Abigail shared this morning. And it just speaks so clearly to no matter what happens. God is our rock. Truth is our rock. So thank you, Shauna, if you play this.
Shanti, hey, Shanti, hey, Shanti, Om. Shanti, hey, Shanti, hey, Shanti, Om. I had a dream that being human was like running a motel. My next guest could be Sister Joy from heaven, or it could be the traveler from hell. I have given everything I see all the meaning that it has for me. Shanti, 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 Om. Shanti, 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 Om. Shanti, 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 Om. Well, maybe it's a tour group sent as teachers from the beyond. I have given everything I see, all the meaning that it has for me. Shanti, 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 Om. Shanti, hey, Shanti, hey, 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 Shanti, Om.
Ah, Shanti Om. Oh, yay. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I really appreciate it. So much fun being with you this whole day. I love you very dearly, and we'll see you next time.